Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. DWTS why Phaedra Parks isn't seeking Housewives advice. DWTS celebrity contestant and RHOA star Phaedra Parks is not seeking any advice from her fellow Real Housewives. Several of them have competed in the hit reality dancing competition, so they have a wealth of knowledge. Yet that does not mean Phaedra is calling them up anytime soon. How come? Keep reading for more details. DWTS why Phaedra Parks isn't seeking Housewives advice. Season 33 of DWTS kicked off on Tuesday, September 17th, and the crowd went wild for all of the dancers. Even the contestants who fell a tad short did not seem to matter. The judges and the viewers alike were thrilled with the talent who were dancing their way across the floor. Of course, the ultimate goal is to walk away with the Len Budman Mirrorball Trophy. RHOA star Phaedra Parks was teamed up with Valentin Chmerkovskiy. This was fun for both of them as she starred in Season 2 of The Traitors with his brother Maxim. There is so much Phaedra has done in her life, from being an acclaimed lawyer to a mortician to RHOA, Married to Medicine and The Traitors. So DWTS was just another challenge and a day in the office. Her Traitors co-star and fellow Bravolib, Tamra Judge, was in the audience cheering Phaedra on. Several Real Housewives have competed in the past, including her fellow Atlanta ladies, including Kenya Moore, Kim Zolciak, and Nene Leakes. As for other housewives, there was Erika Jayne, Lisa Rinna, Teresa Giudice, Joanna Krupa, and Lisa Vanderpump. However, don't expect Phaedra Parks to phone any of them for advice. According to People, she has opted to go into this somewhat blind. Yet there was another reason why she did not go in depth with the ladies, and it is somewhat of a dig. Ouch. At the same time, Phaedra walked in knowing she was going to have to work extremely hard, despite the fun lurking under it all. Fans loved Phaedra. Phaedra Parks got a 19 out of 30 in the DWTS premiere, which was pretty good. More than that, the fans who did the voting loved watching her. She's a powerhouse. I'm so impressed, Queen. That was too good. Adding ballroom dancer to her list of Job SSSSS #IKick. She did great being her first time. Now this is going to be fun to watch. Phaedra's personality is unmatched. Phaedra Parks, the vibrant former cast member of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, RHOA, is making waves once again as she prepares to take on the ballroom and Dancing with the Stars DWTS. Known for her quick wit, legal smarts, and an air of southern charm that's hard to resist, Phaedra's decision to join the competition came as a surprise to many. But there's an even more surprising revelation. Phaedra is stepping into this new arena without seeking advice from her fellow housewives. The reason why might surprise you. A new chapter for Phaedra. Since leaving RHOA, Phaedra Parks has been on a path of reinvention. Her exit from the reality TV juggernaut was steeped in controversy, but instead of letting it define her, Phaedra has used the time away to focus on new projects. From running her successful law practice to raising her two sons, Aiden and Dylan, she has shown time and again that she's a woman with her hands full. Now, in the glittering spotlight of DWTS, she's setting out to show the world a different side of herself. One that's more about grace, poise, and her undeniable sense of fun. But why isn't Phaedra seeking advice from her former housewives colleagues who have already walked this road? After all, several of her fellow Bravolbrities, like Lisa Vanderpump and Nene Leakes, have danced under the same bright lights. The housewives who have participated in DWTS could have offered Phaedra valuable insight into the rigorous training, the emotional highs and lows, and what it's like to tango with the judges' often blunt critiques. Yet Phaedra is walking this journey alone. Phaedra wants a fresh perspective. One reason Phaedra is avoiding advice from her housewives peers is because she wants to approach DWTS with a fresh perspective, unmarred by anyone else's experience. The housewives have a unique flair for drama, both on and off screen, and that kind of energy may not be what Phaedra wants to carry with her into the competition. DWTS is an entirely different kind of reality show. It's less about the dramatic storylines and more about personal growth, dedication, and discipline. By staying clear of past experiences and feedback, Phaedra might be looking to avoid any preconceived notions or pressure. Phaedra's time on RHOA was filled with explosive moments and conflicts, some of which led to her departure from the show. For someone who thrives on reinvention, she may not want the baggage of those past connections to cloud her new experience on DWTS. Seeking advice from former Housewives stars could pull her back into a space she spent years evolving from. Instead, she wants to enter DWTS as just Phaedra, the hardworking mother, businesswoman, and competitor, free from the reality TV drama that once defined her. This is my moment. In interviews leading up to her DWTS debut, Phaedra has been vocal about one thing: this experience is about her. In true Parks fashion, she's making it clear that this time she's dancing for herself. "This is my moment," she said in a recent interview. "I've spent so much of my life in front of the camera, but this time it's not about the headlines or drama. It's about finding joy in the process and doing something I've never done before. The competition is tough, the rehearsals are grueling, and the hours long, but Phaedra is embracing all of it. By keeping the advice and the opinions of her former co-stars at bay, Phaedra is ensuring that her experience on DWTS remains authentic and her own. The dance floor is a space where she can reinvent herself yet again, far from the watchful eyes of RHLA cast members who may be quick to weigh in with their own thoughts. The DWTS experience is different. It's also worth noting that the culture of DWTS is vastly different from the world of Real Housewives. The ballroom requires discipline, teamwork, and a willingness to be vulnerable in front of millions of viewers. It's not about who can throw the best shade or create the most drama. It's about who can best embody the spirit of the dance. By not seeking advice from her former co-stars, Phaedra is signaling that she recognizes just how different these two worlds are. She's stepping into a competition where her ability to connect with her partner and the audience matters just as much as mastering the choreography. Seeking advice from her former housewives could be distracting in a competition that demands full focus and commitment. A nod to independence. Phaedra's independence has always been a defining trait. She's handled difficult situations with grace, whether it was navigating the fallout from her RHLA exit or managing her family and career with poise. In joining DWTS, she's continuing to show the world that she doesn't need to rely on anyone's advice or approval to succeed. There's also an empowering message in her decision to go it alone. Phaedra is trusting her instincts. She's learning the dances her way, bonding with her professional dance partner, and taking in the experience without the filter of someone else's guidance. It's a bold move, and it reflects the confidence that fans have come to admire in her over the years. The element of surprise. Phaedra's decision not to seek advice from her fellow housewives also brings an element of surprise to her participation in DWTS. By not sharing her plans or leaning on others for insight, she's keeping her cards close to the vest. This unpredictability can work in her favor. Phaedra is known for keeping her next move a secret until it's time to reveal it in grand fashion. When she steps onto that stage, viewers will see her version of the journey, unique, spontaneous, and filled with her signature flair. Final thoughts. Phaedra Parks is no stranger to the public eye, but Dancing with the Stars presents a new challenge that's a far cry from the Housewives drama. By opting not to seek advice from her former co-stars, Phaedra is making a clear statement. This time, she's dancing to the beat of her own drum. Whether she wins the coveted Mirrorball trophy or not, one thing is for certain: Phaedra will do it her way, and it'll be a performance fans won't forget. As she prepares to take the dance floor, Phaedra's journey is one of self-discovery and renewal, far away from the noise of her past reality TV life. DWTS may be about dancing, but for Phaedra, it's also about reclaiming her narrative, one graceful step at a time.